Hello everybody, long time no see. Sorry, I had hair on my, what do you call this? Tablet. On the tablet. Okay, so I'm not starting all these. This is the Country Cottage Needleworks Santa's Village series, and there is 12. And I decided that I want this in 3 rows of 4. Instead of the 4 rows of 4 rows. Wait, 4? That's not rows. Are those rows? I don't know if those are columns or rows. No, those are rows, right? I wanted 3 rows of 4 rather than oh, whatever I'm trying to say, you know, with it being like this instead, with all the 4 rows of 3. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But, okay, so while I was doing this, I don't want to go in the order they come out. Like, Santa here is, you can't really see that, but it says 96.59. So 96.60 would be next. And that, is the poinsettia place. And I don't want that to go next. I don't want it to go in that order. So I had actually already did this a while back, like when I actually first got them. So when me and Calvin were in Texas, that was definitely several months ago. So as you can see, I have them numbered in how I want them to go. Like, okay, so 3. Well, I have those out of order now because, of course, I changed my mind from my previous order that I wanted them. Now I'm changing my mind. So, I think I'm going crazy because the way I'm doing this is I kind of almost made a story out of it. So I just thought maybe I was laughing at myself. So I'm like, I thought maybe just for fun, and so maybe you guys can get a few laughs, and also maybe to get your opinion. I'll tell you how this goes. It goes well until like the last row where I kind of get I don't know how to continue the story in a good sense, but let's go ahead and start off. Okay, when you think Christmas, what's the first thing you think of? Probably Santa Claus, right? So I definitely want Santa Claus first. It just so happens that he is the first one in their series to come out. So I'm pretty sure many of you have seen this. I better just zoom in rather than... Okay, yeah, again, my lighting is very bad. Probably because some of our lights are out. But, okay, so I want Santa Claus first, right? Okay. So Santa Claus, main thing of, I guess, Christmas. Okay, so Santa Claus and Santa Claus has a sleigh, right? So the sleigh, which is called Santa's Sleigh Works, but it's a sleigh, whatever, Santa has a sleigh. And this sleigh is driven by his reindeer, this is called Reindeer Stables, right? So you got Santa Claus, who has this sleigh, which is driven by a reindeer, and he is married to Miss Claus. This is called Miss Claus Cookie Shop. Right? So that's your first row there. Okay, now all this and Christmas can't function without your working elves. This is the elves workshop. So Santa needs his elves working in the workshop to produce toys for all the kids, right? Okay, so then next, you have the North Pole Post Office. Now I figure, or this is just me maybe because I'm trying to figure this out, is that the elves receive letters from the little kids at the North Pole post office, and they need those letters to figure out what to fill in the kids' stockings. This is actually Santa's stocking store, but you get the gist, to fill in the kids' stockings. Okay, so after all this hard work, the elves need a hot chocolate break. This is hot cocoa cafe. And again, lighting is bad. It's very fuzzy. It's not focusing very much. But the main thing here is the story, and hopefully you get some good laughs. And also tell me what you think. Am I crazy, or do you like how I'm going with this? Okay, so I'm not gonna redo it, but so yeah, they need a hot chocolate break. And with that hot chocolate, they are eating gingerbread cookies. Gingerbread Emporium, I do not know how to pronounce that word. So yeah, that's really hard to see, but there's gingerbread in there. And there's the button. So they eat gingerbread, and they also snack on some candy cane. This is Candy Cane Cottage. See, now, okay, this is where I kind of got stumped with my story. And what I went with was that, and the candy cane are grown in a forest. So you got the Christmas tree farm, which you get from a forest. So yeah, my story is kind of not making sense at this point, because this just says, because this is technically just a Christmas tree farm, but I guess a Christmas tree farm could be out in the middle of nowhere, so that could be kind of like a forest. So I was just going with it and saying that candy cane are grown in this forest where they get all the Christmas trees. And then last but not least, also in this forest, you got the poinsettias, this is Poinsettia Place, which I showed you like before I started this. And so that goes last. See, these two are kind of like, don't totally go with the story, but that's the best I could come up with. Now, in terms of order, I absolutely positively love the first row and the story behind like kind of the first row. I mean, as opposed to the whole story in general. But if you just simply focus on the first row or column, no, this is columns, this is rows. Okay, sorry, you just saw my finger going back and forth, and you could not tell what I was doing. But yeah, I love the concept of the first row, and it's not changing. I do actually really like the idea of my second row as well, but it could get changed because I just think the trees, I don't know, I think a Christmas tree is like really important to Christmas, so I'm not sure where I would put that. It would kind of, I don't know how I would change the story around to make the tree fit somewhere. Maybe the tree farm fit somewhere in here, except maybe like after they fill the stockings, they go to the tree farm. They go to the tree farm and pick out a Christmas tree to decorate or something, and then they take a hot chocolate break and go to eat gingerbread and candy cane, and then they see, and then they get to view the scenery of poinsettias. I don't know. But, well, this was a lot funnier when I was, like, going through it myself, because I'm like, I am going crazy. But, that's all I can think about at the moment. So tell me what you think. Should I go over this one more time with you? So maybe it'll be more funnier. I don't know. Let's give it a go. If you get bored of it, you can always stop. So you got Santa Claus, who has a sleigh, which is driven by the reindeer, and he is married to Miss Claus. All this cannot be done, well, it can be done, but they need the help of the elves, who make all the toys for the kids, and they get letters from the kids at the North Pole Post Office, so they know what to fill in their stockings. And then, if it stays, they take a hot chocolate break where they also eat gingerbread man and candy cane. And the candy cane is grown in the Christmas tree farm forest, whatever you want to call it, and where also poinsettias are grown, because poinsettias are also part of Christmas. And that's that, unless if I change it up. But instead of keep boring you, I'm going to stop there. I am thinking about going the other route, though. Tell me what you think. Okay, over and out.